welcome to this week's forecast. We're going to be starting off this week with a lot of emotional reflection, a lot of storms of emotion, gentle healing before gradually shifting into clearer thinking, renewed confidence, and grounded preparation for the next lunar cycle. It's a week to release what no longer fits, strengthen relationships through honest communication, and trust intuition without moving into major decisions. We're going to start off Sunday with a waning moon in Virgo. And today encourages a lot of slowing down, paying attention to the little things, the details, the intricacies. Virgo's influence supports organization, healing, preparing rather than pushing ahead. So instead of forcing progress, you're going to be using today to clear your mind, your space, and your schedule. Your focus is going to be on self-care, organization, healthy routines, and reflection. So definitely good for starting some healthy routines if you haven't already, but if not, moving into a new cycle of more of a routine that aligns with your path. Watch out for being overly critical on yourself and trying to fix everything at once. Slow down. Sometimes magic grows quietly, and you want to water the garden before planting new seeds. So really just take time to just mend those seeds that you already have organized and created rather than moving into anything new and piling more on your plate. The highlights for the moon is going to be a waning crescent moon all week. This is the final phase before we move into the new moon next week. It's going to be perfect for decluttering, letting go, rest, reflection, just a lot of purging energy. We're just going to be preparing for the new beginning rather than starting them. One last note, once this week is over, we're really going to be preparing for anything that needs to be let go. So this is the final week to really prepare for that. The solar weather this week is just going to be mostly normal conditions per usual. With our side, we don't really get a lot of solar flares, so they're going to be low and in potential. Quiet geomagnetic activity, and the aura chances are, of course, quite low for our location. We're going to be definitely watching for a slight increase though in solar activity mid to late week, but current forecasts show just don't suggest any major geometric storm or geomagnetic storm, sorry about that, conditions. As of planetary shifts, there aren't any major movements this week, so we won't really have any influences on that, but the retrogrades are still quite they're retrograding, and since this week is definitely about slow movement, progress, and reflection, these definitely do mirror that with Mercury retrograde, Neptune, and Pluto. I believe we have Cancer, Aquarius energies, and those tend to be quite transformative and quite emotional. So with Mercury, we're going to be reviewing before we respond, really checking over our work before we actually put in a clear response to what is being said or what needs to be done. Neptune, we're going to be seeking clarity over illusions. There's going to be a lot of what seemed to be the truth, but it's very much covered in emotion. So you definitely want to make sure that you are really seeking for clarity, being mindful and intentional with all of your communication. And then we have Pluto, which is transforming within, like I said, definitely going to be working on just being more evolving, a lot of evolution this week, or at least potential for it. But this week at a glance has a lot of emotional healing, honest communication with those that you love, and releasing old patterns, as well as cleaning up any unfinished business, trusting your intuition, and treating and creating more healthy habits. Just definitely starting off with a new routine. So overall, this week isn't for rushing towards the finish line. It's a week of preparation for the path ahead. The more that you're willing to release and, purge what no longer serves you, the easier it becomes to recognize the opportunities that are waiting around the corner, really changing your mindset and seeing things as more of an opportunity rather than more work that needs to be done. Think of this week as a trend, as a tending garden. Pull the weeds, nourish the soil, trust the next season will bring forth growth. And then just some survival tips. Just slow down before reacting. Speak with kindness, especially to yourself. Finish what you start. Prioritize and rest when your energy feels low. Lots of rest. Please make sure that you put time out to rest for yourself. Let go of what is outgrown this path that isn't aligning with you anymore. Stay open to signs, inspiration, and unexpected clarity. A lot of intuition and following the heart is really going to be apparent this week. And prepare now so you don't have to get ready for the next lunar cycle. But yeah, that's it for the week ahead. Just take your time, slow down, and make sure that you are caring for yourself as well as caring for others. And I'll see you next time. You got this.